right, full house.
Hello. Hello. Hello, everyone. Well, I prepared a few words today to read All right, what are we doing again?
You're introducing the evening's events to the supporters of the arts here in Pittsburgh.
Oh, yes, that's true. I hear that, Mayor Luke Ravenstahl is in the house tonight. He took $3,000 in the Hummer, the Homeland Security Hummer, to come here tonight.
Professor Coco! Professor Coco! Somebody help me! Professor Coco! Help! Is he a doctor? I don't know, he just fell over. He's supposed to be introducing, keep it moving.
Sorry, everyone. This is the UPMC Department of Pathology Corporate Retreat. We thank you all for coming out. We got a lot of, it's at the Howard Johnson's, I think, the medicine.
Just keep it moving.
Oh, thanks for coming, and we want to thank everyone at National Rec Mart Store 63 for all of the great books and things that are on sale tonight. What's books on tape? Is that when? When? Go ahead, please.
We have a dead man on stage to take care of.
this?
No, wait. I'm fine. Fine. Let me gather my things. All right. I'm really sorry. Luke, it was good to see you, Luke. Really.
I'm so sorry. It wasn't meant to be like this, I swear.
Hello. I don't know how many of you are interested in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And have been paying attention to the J.K. Rowling press conferences.
Yeah. Dumbledore.
J.K. Rowling recently announced that someone called out Dumbledore, if you've been paying attention, is gay. It's true. It's important because Dumbledore in the books gets no action, if you've noticed. So for tonight, sort of subvert the idea of Dumbledore as the castrated gay old person that you find in children's books all the time. Went on the internet. I don't know if any of you have been on this thing called the internet. They have a whole lot of stuff, interesting things that you can find if you're looking for them. So if I'm looking for something about Dumbledore's desire, I can find it, and I did. So there's a story I have to read tonight. It's sort of like an alternate reality for Dumbledore and Hagrid in the Hogwarts clan, because I don't feel that comfortable reading such things. I invited Kermit the Frog up to the stage to read for you all. Kermit's here, if you hold on 1 second.
Good evening, everybody. Kermit the Frog here, and I'm going to read selection from a book, or a story called, a slash fiction story, if you're familiar, called A Glint in His Eye. And this is by an author named Stygian. And just to set the stage, in this story, Harry is dead, Hermione is dead, Ron Weasley is dead, Dumbledore remains. Farewell, Harry, Dumbledore sadly addressed his deceased student. Farewell, you are a great help to us in vanquishing Voldemort. And a fat lot of good you did, too. Dumbledore whirled around to see Hagrid, the huge half-giant, storming towards him, the sole survivor other than himself. I don't know what you mean, Hagrid, replied Dumbledore calmly. I vanquished the Death Eaters and discovered the method to kill Voldemort. It was a lot, but I am deeply saddened that it was not enough to save poor Harry. Hagrid strode up to him, furiously brandishing his long pink umbrella. Before Dumbledore could react, the giant had seized his wand and flung it halfway across Hogsmeade. How could you do that to poor Harry, you cute little monster? Hagrid grabbed Dumbledore and held him up high. You used him. Did I? You planned all the time for Harry to be your key to defeating Voldemort. You only saw him as that and never allowed him a proper life. You sent him to that horrible family for years and years. To make him tougher, never mind that he might be traumatized, you encouraged him to go after the stone, you arranged obstacles you knew his friends could help him with. Yeah, gave him that dreaded cloak and let him keep the map, all to aid him in meeting with Voldemort. Well, yes, but... And you knew after the ritual of you-know-what that you-know-who was connected to Harry. You knew that if you killed Harry, you know what, who would die as well. Unfortunately, yes, said Dumbledore sadly. It was a necessary sacrifice. Hagrid looked at Dumbledore as if seeing him in a new light. After 50 years. He took a few breaths, presumably to stop himself throttling the headmaster there and then continued his furious tirade. I used to respect you, headmaster. I defended you when no one else would. I fought for your name. I used to love you, sir. Really love you. I used to hope that all your kindness for me was because you had feelings for me. Really, Hagrid? You might have said something. This is just a game to you, isn't it? A game of snakes and adders. With your pawns and your horses, you don't care who dies, do you? I had to protect everything from Voldemort, Hagrid. Killing Harry did that. Did it? Look around, you arrogant bastard. We're the only ones left. A slight miscalculation. I'm terribly sorry. Not half as sorry as you're gonna be. Hagrid held his pink pointed umbrella right to Dumbledore's nose. Are you really gonna poke your pink pointed umbrella at my nose, Hagrid? Hagrid's breath came out hoarsely. He still couldn't believe that after everything that had happened, Dumbledore was calm and normal. He killed Harry, little Harry, and he isn't even sorry. Not sorry, no, I've thought of somewhere better, Hagrid said. Whatever do you mean, Hagrid? Bend over. I have a bad back, Hagrid. Furiously, Hagrid kicked Dumbledore to his knees. He then leaned over him, whispering roughly in his ear. Did you like it? Like sacrificing Harry like that? Like doing what you always do and never caring about us? Well, I'm gonna make you care. Now panic fleeted across Dumbledore's face. Hagrid, no, give me back my wand. Oh, it's good to beg me, Dumbledore, and I'll give you something better than your wand. Dumbledore attempted to pacify him. This isn't going to solve anything, Hagrid. It won't bring Harry back. Don't you talk about Harry. Furiously, Hagrid shoved his umbrella into Dumbledore's entrance. Dumbledore cried out in pain. Hagrid felt only slightly appeased. He began to roughly thrust it deeper and deeper up the headmaster's ass. Hagrid! Hagrid chuckled wryly as he heard Dumbledore cry out. He looked down at the shaking and lurching old man as he violently penetrated his buttocks with an umbrella and felt himself becoming aroused. He smiled, thinking of better ways to make Albus Dumbledore pay for the deaths of all around them. Just think, Headmaster, this umbrella is 15 feet long. Wondering if I can get it all in your frail, quivering ass. Dumbledore shook from Hagrid's wounds and words, but more so from the umbrella that was being shoved through his ass. Hagrid, please, for Harry's sake. Hagrid's eyes narrowed. He ripped the umbrella out of Dumbledore's anus, and Dumbledore cried out in pain. The giant spun the headmaster around and pressed his hard manhood against Dumbledore's quivering thighs. How dare you murderer, mention little Harry's name like that? You'll regret everything. He spun Dumbledore around again, unzipped his trousers, and lifted up the headmaster's robes again. Then he slammed his hard manhood into Dumbledore, who moaned with pain. Or was it pleasure? Hagrid continued his fierce thrusting, pulling Dumbledore's head back with his hair. Are you sorry for Harry, you murderer? Are you sorry? Hagrid was torn between closing his eyes to give in to pleasure or to continue watching Dumbledore's cry. You killed Harry, he asked, each word punctured with a thrust. Are you sorry? Dumbledore choked. I'm sorry, Hagrid, really, for everything. As he felt himself about to come, Hagrid pulled out and then pushed straight back in for one last final thrust. Both cried out together as they reached climax and then collapsed. For a moment, they lay on the ground panting. Dumbledore's long white beard was all in knots. Hagrid sat up and looked at the stunned, shaking headmaster. Immediately, he began to wail, discarding the umbrella. Oh, Albus, headmaster, sir, what have I done? That's all right, Hagrid. I rather enjoyed it. Hagrid continued as if Dumbledore hadn't spoken. And you've done so much for me over the years, let me into Hogwarts, saving me from Azkaban twice, training me as gamekeeper, giving me the teacher's job. And it wasn't really your fault with Harry. He's always getting himself into trouble. He was a really stupid little git. That may be so, Hagrid, but it was utterly wrong of me to use him. Would you ever use me, Professor? You can count on it. Dumbledore smiled fondly at Hagrid. When we get back, I promise to convince Mr. Fudge to let you back into Hogwarts as a student. so you can learn all magic again. Of course, that won't be too difficult, seeing as how he's dead and all. Hagrid swelled with pride, but then his face fell as he remembered the massacre. We don't have much of a school left, Headmaster. All the kiddies are dead.
Sorry to be the one to tell you, but it's time. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I guess you all have a wonderful night. Please support safe prisons.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. Has been a special event for all of us, and there's a lot of things that I think you will enjoy the whole thing.
Sorry, I ate my mustache. Thanks, guys. That's all. This was a lot of fun, and let's hear it for everyone who did things today. All right, things. And yeah, that's it.